This guy went viral for swiping right on 2 million Tinder profiles and only getting one date, and I think this is the perfect example of how male loneliness is so oftentimes self-inflicted. First of all, read the hoodie he's wearing in this profile photo. No woman I know would find this remotely funny, and it signals that you're looking for something super casual. Secondly, having over 1,200 chats and only one date is a huge red flag. Based on the hoodie you're wearing, I'm guessing you've said some really weird stuff. And lastly, look at your bio. Unless you are specifically looking for someone obsessed with fishing and snakes, you are narrowing down the pool by like 99%. I have zero sympathy for men like this who refuse to do the bare minimum and then blame women for being alone. It's just boring and lazy.
All crying 1,000 tears from the male loneliness epidemic. There is female loneliness, and it's when they're in a partnership with a man who does not value them.
You show me a woman who has no friends, I'll show you her husband who's mean to her.
Yes.
Those things so often go hand in hand.
Yes, you're being isolated.
Yeah.
There's this expectation that when you're married or in a successful quote unquote relationship to the outside world, everyone's like, you did it.
Yeah.
And there's this reverence for this like perfect life that you have. So you feel so much worse that you're lonely.
Because you're not supposed to be.
Then you're questioning your reality all the time because you're like, well, I got the thing,
but it doesn't feel good.
I'm so sad.
Yeah.
How many boomer women do we know that were just married to men who hated them for like 30 years of their life?
And now you're alone inside your marriage.
Yes.
Oh my, what a
nightmare to be that miserable woman, that husk.
Women shouldn't strive for marriage because marriage, at its core, was founded on making women into slaves.
Property, yeah.
Like, you were buying a woman to be your little wife and to take care of all your household needs and to raise your children. That was what that was.
Yeah.
And in so many instances still is. Now, of course, if you find someone, you want companionship.
Yes.
You want to get married. This is complicated because I think there's plenty of legal reasons why women should be married.
Yeah.
You know, like there's all kinds of reasons, but to strive for marriage, there is a way in which that's inherently not feminist.
Some men believe that because they are men, women should accept them however way they present themselves. Some of them don't see any need to make any effort for a woman. Why should they make effort for their subordinate? That is the mindset. And same men that are not willing to make effort get upset when they don't find women that want to date them. It is the entitlement mentality for me. Let's see what people are saying in the comment section. I made a Tinder profile for a shy guy friend. 3 weeks later, he met a girl who really liked him. They've been together for 6 months. I managed the profile and every girl I talked to wanted to date. Male consequence epidemic. Exactly. Male loneliness epidemic is so strange because it's always, I'm a horrible guy who disrespects women and I'm mad they don't like me. Show me a woman with no friends and I will show you her husband who is mean to her. Straight facts. This comment is for the second video clip I played. This made me feel so good to hear my boyfriend was just rubbing in my face. He has one friend and online game friends and I don't have anybody. I was never lonelier than the majority of my almost 5 years relationship with my ex, who apparently only tolerated me.
And it's like with these dudes now, you just gotta start being straight up. Dude texted me talking about can I take you on a date? I said I don't want to fuck you. He just stopped texting me and it was just that simple. Like, that's all you gotta do.
We gotta talk about what is happening in Germany, more specifically what has been happening in Germany for a year now. Berlin now has what is called a Cybrother, meaning that the customers, who are majority men, have the option to rent out these AI dolls, and these dolls can have conversations with them, they can physically interact with them. The men also have the option to get, a VR headset, so it feels as real as possible even though they're only talking to a machine. They can book them for hours or even the entire night. Anybody with a couple of $100 can go to these AI dolls. Now, Philipp Fusenegger, who is, the owner of this, has said that people just feel more comfortable when they're talking to a machine because machines don't judge you. Is it that machines do not judge you, or is it that you can do whatever you want to a machine? Things that would be very illegal to do to a woman, because we're getting incredibly concerning reports on these things. You are able to customize your dolls the way they look, their hair, their eyes, their skin, their size. You can even give them features that would normally be seen in, people who are below the age of 18. You can also, reinforce the mindset that when it comes to, heterosexual relationships, the only person whose actual desires and thoughts matter are the man's. The woman is just there to do whatever you want her to do. You're going to make it impossible for these men to have actual interactions with real-life human beings. We're also getting reports on, men asking for dolls with injuries, with blood, asking to do incredibly horrific and violent things to these dolls. Things that could land them in prison if they were to do that to an actual woman. But hey, that is just fantasy. It's not reality, right? We have never seen men who are interested in these types of things and who are consuming this type of content online or now in real life with these types of dolls actually targeting and being violent towards real life human beings, real life women. That has never happened before, and it will definitely not happen here. It is all just about, making sure men have a place where they can live out their depraved fantasy. Because God forbid a man is ever judged for wanting to be violent towards a woman, for wanting somebody that looks like a minor, for wanting a woman covered in bruises and injuries and blood. You should never judge a man for that. That's just the way they are, right? Also, they are saying, their workday begins with a doll shower, which just sounds like the nastiest things ever because they have to clean up all of these dolls after the men are done with them. They then put on this beautiful makeup on these dolls so they look like real women. One of the dolls is called Kokeshi. Her skin is described as super soft, and it even smells like perfume. 1 hour with her costs $100, and the owner himself says that it is very rare for female customers to come, but they do have a male doll for that, even though it gets used next to never, at least not by women. The owner says he wanted to create an art gallery, somewhere where you could interact with the art by using and abusing it. That is the way you're supposed to interact with art. He says after a few minutes, the doll adjusts to my body heat and then it's very comfortable. At first, this was supposed to be temporary, but it got more and more popular. The way Kokeshi, welcomes these men is by saying, "Hi, I am Kokeshi. I'm an intergalactic being. It's my cosmic mission to bring the intercourse of the future to the Earth." The person behind the voice is a real-life human being. There's a camera and she can see everything that is happening, so she can also react to what is happening, I guess. She wants to stay anonymous and calls herself Aphrodite. She does say she's trying to, also teach consent to these adult men. If somebody just, kind of jumps her, she says she'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, please ask me before you do this." Now, what do these dolls look like? They look like all the women out there, all real-life women. A very big chest next to no waist, because organs are not necessary when you're a woman, and very long legs. That's super educational for the men, because, that is what the founder is saying, that he wants the men to be free to explore and to also maybe learn something out of this. Now they're going out and learning that, women should do whatever they want them to do, look however they want them to look, not complain, not cry, not yell, and also very unrealistic proportions. He does say that the people who manufacture these dolls are white men. We know. It is quite obvious, but thank you. Now, as I said, there's also a VR element to this. It's so you can imagine a woman that looks the way you want her to look in whatever situation you want her to be in. But then you also have the option to actually touch something in real life, aka the doll. We have the options to do so many things with, modern technology. But in this instance, it was chosen to, feed men's addiction to adult content, unrealistic ideas about women, and also make them believe that certain, fantasies that are definitely not okay are okay. There is a reason why, it's mostly men who are interested in establishments like that. And instead of addressing that and fixing that, you're just feeding more into it.
That says a lot about men and how they view women and why they want women in their lives. I'm very much aware that women have got sex toys as well, but that cannot be compared to this. Men don't want women to be humans. Men want us to be robots, dummies. They want us to be objects. They want us to not have our own opinion, don't even talk, just take instructions and do whatever they want us to do, be it cleaning, cooking, or sexing. The other video clip that she spoke about telling the man, "I'm not interested in sex," and he stopped contacting her. I think that should be the best way to go, because at the end of it, they all want sex. If not all of them, they all want sex. So what's the point of stalling? What's the point of prolonging it? Just tell them from the get-go, "I'm not interested. If that's what you want, I'm not interested." It always boils down to sex at the end of it. Let's read some comments. The concept of Cybrother is sad, but I can see how this was inevitable with social anxiety and digitalization on the rise. But it should not be fully programmable to all your desire. There has to be limits that cannot be exploited. If that can't happen, do not let them exist. Men are so pathetic. Oh my God. This is not okay. As a woman, can you even slightly imagine doing this to a doll that's man-shaped? No, not me neither. I don't support, but ask yourself, why and how did some men end up there? This person is trying to blame women. Could it be Western civilization? Feminism destroyed family structure? Why blaming feminism? Why are you not blaming the men that are badly behaved? Men know how to shift blames. They know how to heap blames on women. The fact you are annoyed that some men are being freed of women proves how women hate to see men happy. This person is delusional. It's proven in psychology that engaging in fantasy behavior creates desensitization that can eventually lead to escalation. This isn't a good idea at all. It's definitely going to make things worse for women. Men will hate women more like they don't already hate us. A lot of them do hate the women they have in their lives. So it's going to make things worse for women. Men are most likely to attack women more. They are most likely to be insensitive to our emotions. Like a lot of them are not already insensitive. They're most likely to not see us as humans. Of course, we know most of them don't even see women as humans. So it's most likely to get worse. So basically, the Westward plot just in real life.
Do you know the crazy thing about having a side chick as a man is that your side chick is very calculative. Any man that has a side chick, I know why, because your side chick will never argue with you like your wife. Your side chick will always behave as the best. Your side chick will always want to feed your ego. So it will now register in your mind that she's humble, not knowing that she's calculating you. What most side chicks accept in relationship with you, they will never accept it in marriage with you. You see that side chick that knows the right thing to say, always pamper you even in your stupidity and your foolishness. You come to your side chick, you abuse your wife, you talk against your woman, you say this woman is this woman is that, I don't understand all this kind of nonsense, blah blah blah. The side chick will say, well, I don't know what is wrong with women. Let me shock you. Wait till you marry that side chick. You will understand that you were dining with the devil. You were any woman who is your side chick is a danger to your destiny. And this is the foolish thing that a lot of men think is wisdom. She gives you better style, she knock you from on top, give you from behind, give you scissor style, monkey style. Your wife is too old. You will soon hear it.
Why are we buying houses with boyfriends? Boyfriends. Why are we doing that?
Are men not supposed to know that the side chicks will be in their best behavior, so that man will constantly give them money? Were they expecting their side chicks to be 100% honest with them? No, women want men that treat them good. Most side chicks wouldn't want to marry the person they're dating. They wouldn't want to do that. If they're dating married men, they wouldn't want to marry that person. Most side chicks are happy remaining side chicks because they know that that man is not a good person. That man must have said a whole lot about his wife to them, which shows he's not a good person and is someone of questionable character. Men don't think, they don't reason. You think you go out there and wash your wife's dirty linen in front of a stranger and then you expect that stranger to think you're a good person? No, you're already telling the stranger the kind of man you are. The fact that you're cheating on your wife already says a lot. So a lot of men think they're smart, but they don't know that the side chick is not for them. The side chick is just there for the money. Oh, she's my piece. Oh, she doesn't question. Why should she question you? Why should she trouble you? She's just there for the money. She'll be so willing to play along as long as you give her the money. What do you think about women buying a house with a boyfriend? Boyfriend, not husband. Boyfriend. What do you think about that? And what do you think about women that move in with their boyfriends? They move in to stay together. What do you also think about that? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. The most excuse people give is this: we're trying to save costs, or we don't want to pay too much rent, or we don't want to spend a lot on expenses. We just want to cut down on rent and save some money. That's why. Just let me know what you think about this in the comment section.
Put a finger down if you've ever been operating on someone and you look down at them and you think, damn, they look so good right now. And you start picturing all the things that you wish you could do to them right now. And as soon as the operation's over, you clock out early, race home, lie down in bed, and remember every single detail about them.
I don't understand why you would pick the bear. The bear is big and scary and will rip you limb for limb. I don't even care if this is satire on this dude's end. There are people that think like this, and this is why women choose the bear. So whether this dude is a genuine creep or he thinks it's funny to do this, I don't know why he would. Either way, This is why women choose the bear. And they will continue to choose the bear every single time. Like I said, I know there are people that are probably going to be in the comments like, oh, his whole page is satire. And it's like, that's fine and dandy. To be satirical about that is odd in of itself. But like, what is the punchline? Oh, well, the punchline is that you see a really hot person that you're operating on and you go home and yank it to them. Isn't that funny? No.
That man is not a medical doctor. He's not in the medical field. He's just a content creator. He wears scrub for some of his content. So I just needed to put that out there. Let me know what you think about that video in the comment section. And if you'd love to watch more videos like this, click this video to hear a woman claim that some type of men don't cheat. Some men that are in some certain type of profession don't cheat. And I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.